Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My brothers, my sisters, I hope everyone's doing good, and I pray that everyone is enjoying their holidays because most of the world is actually on holiday. You know, December is the end of the year, the Gregorian year that everyone or the bulk of the globe actually uses, Muslim and non Muslim. The school terms are connected as well to December in a lot of cases. There are holidays. People work during this time of, meaning according to the calendar, and they are off usually towards the end of December. And at the same time, we have the Christmas that happens on the 25th of December, the Boxing Day on the 26th, and the New Year on the 1st of January. So I am going to share with you something that many people have asked me. You know, we have so many people who have family members who are not Muslim. And in some cases, you have a single person who is a Muslim in an entire family. And sometimes they're very close knit with their siblings, their parents. Obviously, they should be. So they begin to ask questions, the do's and the don'ts, you know. It's the end of the year. It's the only time we're going to get to meet our family. But it happens to be Christmas. It happens to be, for example, the New Year. It happens to be anything else that the people may believe in. And it happens to be a holiday as well. And so, what should we do? Because out of 1,000 emails or maybe even more, I want to share with you one that actually stood out a lot for me. A sister tells me from one of the advanced countries, she says, you know, we grew up siblings very close, my parents and my sisters, my brothers, we were very, very close to each other. And we actually loved each other so much, and we still love each other. And as time progressed, we went to different parts of the country. Some left the country and went out of the country. And as time passed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose to guide me to Islam, and I became a Muslimah. And now what has happened is I work, and I work very hard through the year. I don't get any leave that is meaningful enough for me to go back to the town where my parents are. And the same applies to my siblings. They work hard. The main holidays that they get at the end of the year. So what happens is we gather at the house of my parents where we grew up, and my parents really love all of us. They don't have a problem with me being Muslim. They don't have a problem with the faith that we've chosen. They cater for halal food for me. They actually do not serve alcohol when I'm around and so on. But primarily all of us happen as brothers and sisters to get together only at the end of the year with our parents. Now, am I allowed as a Muslim to participate in that, knowing that the following day is Christmas, or it is Christmas Day, or for example, it's in that festive season, or it's the New Year Eve, or it is the New Year? Now, this sister was saying that some of the scholars said it's not allowed, you shouldn't be going. And I thought to myself, you know, they are responding based on their environment and their own situation, and they are not being sensitive to the reality. They're not being realistic, and at the same time, they don't understand, they haven't looked into what has just happened. And this is the case with hundreds, if not thousands, or maybe even millions of people who have relatives who are not Muslim. And sometimes they're your own parents, and you love them, and they love you, and they don't have a problem with you. And they're really, you know, kind, and they reach out to you. And the only time you're going to get is actually at the time of Christmas. So if you are going there, there is no harm whatsoever. It's not a problem. Your intention is clear. You're going there to spend time with the rest of your family who happens to be non-Muslim. You're going to dress appropriately. You're not going to eat that which is forbidden. In fact, they, according to this one question, they cater for halal. They make sure everyone eats only that which is halal, and they actually do not serve that alcohol there. So it's something where they're catering for you. They allow you your space, and those are your siblings. It could be your family. It is in this case. So would you be allowed to go? The answer is yes, you would. Your intention needs to be clear. You don't compromise what you firmly believe, and you don't want them to compromise what they believe, because obviously the same way you have a right, they have a right. And so we don't trample on each other's toes, but you will be there. You will participate in the joyous moment of the get together that's happening because it's convenient at this time and the intentions are of utmost importance. Now, a lot of people don't understand this, and this is why I say sometimes we ask scholars who've never been interacting with non-Muslims or people who have family members who are not Muslims. They've never interacted with such families, and they don't understand. They answer you based on their environment. They answer you based on a Muslim environment sometimes. They answer you without realizing that this does happen. And they answer you thinking, or for some strange reason, that you're not supposed to even be interacting. Yet, subhanallah, there are rulings that would allow you to marry a person of the book under certain circumstances, and that is referring to the Jews and the Christians. So it goes to show that relationships are definitely permissible, but obviously without compromising what you believe, and the same way they wouldn't compromise what they believe. I wouldn't like to shove down the throat of another something that they would not consume, and I would love that they respected the same right of mine. So mashallah, in a lot of these cases you find they have fulfilled our rights in a better way than Muslims would. In a lot of these cases they fulfill our rights in a better way than Muslims would, and then we say, don't mix with them, don't talk to them, don't go there. I mean, come on, that's my mother, that's my father. The same happens when they pass away. Are you allowed to go? Are you allowed to? You should go. You should go and express your condolences and sympathies, and you should even help if need be. You might even have to pay for the burial if need be, because if you're a child, then obviously the burden may sometimes be upon you.